look, rest in peace. Look, we were a mess, we were junkies. We were a mess. It was started out as me, Dave, Chuck, and Jeff. And then it was me, Dave, and Chuck. And then it was me and Dave. And then we got Nick Menz in the band. And then at least it was me, Dave, and Nick. And then we got a good manager. Ron Lafite came in. He'd wanted to manage us for a few years. And I finally sat down with Dave. I said, look, I think he's the best guy for the job. And Ron would come over as we're smoking crack and doing heroin and doing drugs. He'd sit patiently in the apartment with us and hear us out. And, and he was just very patient, and he studied under Tim Collins, who was managing Aerosmith, who got Aerosmith sober, just working with him on how to do this. How do I get these guys cleaned up? I mean, fuck, they're at Capitol Records. The whole world is ready for them. It's theirs to have. And he told us that. He goes, listen, guys, it's all yours to have, but you got to get clean. And so, and of course, most of that pressure was on Dave, being the leader and the singer and stuff. So, and I needed to get clean too, and to support. So we all had to do it together, and that's how it happened, So we got 89 was writing of the record, plus trying to get clean, somehow make a path forward. And by early 90, we were all finally on the right path. Marty came into the band, of course. And, and then to record the record, was sort of the transition. I mean, I was like maybe a month sober when I was recording the bass, and when you're coming clean off
Wow.
and that shit, man, your fingers hurt, your body hurts, you just feel like shit. And I'd sort of detoxed since like November. So I was kind of getting clean. I wasn't totally coming fresh off of a, heroin Jones, but, getting clean. And I remember sitting in my couch in my apartment in Studio City, and I hit my bass, and I was like, fuck, do I even want to do this anymore? And this immediate thought came right after it. Said, you started playing when you were a kid and you loved it, and the drugs just got in the way. And it's funny, how these little sort of, again, these little divine sprinkles come into your mind and pass through your heart and inspire you. And I went, yeah, that's right. I didn't get this to sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That was all, that was just some lie that we were all sold, that's all bullshit, So, that was the old, adage from the 70s and the 80s and shit. I was like, yeah, that's all a lie. That's bullshit. So I was like, yeah, let's get going, so, yeah, we turned that corner, and as we all, got clean and stayed clean together, and Marty and Nick weren't, druggies. They were fine. But that's what got us in the studio and made the record, and turned up the tempos and turned up the ferocious nature of it, and so we wrote the album high and recorded it sober.